It is the clash of the titans that we have all been dreading, but perhaps we all knew was inevitable. The walls of Buckingham Palace are shaking, not from outside attacks, but from a seismic fracture within the very heart of the royal family. We are witnessing a poisonous showdown between the two most powerful women in the kingdom, Queen Camilla and the Princess of Wales, Catherine. And the cause of this bitter civil war? The toxic legacy of Prince Harry. Just when we thought the family was united in their zero-tolerance policy against the traitor of Montecito, reports are leaking of a massive, heated disagreement that threatens to split the firm down the middle. Camilla is reportedly revolted. Kate is being accused of being reckless and naive. And trapped in the middle is a sick king and a furious Prince William. This is not just a disagreement, it is a battle for the soul of the monarchy. Welcome back to the channel, the only place where we refuse to sugarcoat the reality of life behind the palace gates. We dig deep into the rumors to find the truth. If you believe that Harry is the root cause of this misery and that the family needs to stay strong, smash that subscribe button right now. We need to dissect this explosive report from Radar Online and understand why the Queen and the future Queen are reportedly at each other's throats. The narrative for the last year has been one of unity. We have seen the Fab Four, Charles, Camilla, William, and Kate, standing tall. But fresh claims have surfaced that shatter that illusion. According to high-level insiders, a massive rift has opened up between Queen Camilla and Princess Kate, and it centers entirely on the Duke of Sussex and whether he should be welcomed back into the fold. Let's start with Queen Camilla's position, because frankly, it is the one that makes the most sense to anyone who has read Spare. Sources claim that Queen Camilla wants absolutely no reconciliation with Prince Harry. She is done. The insider alleges that she is revolted by King Charles's reportedly softer approach to his son. She believes that letting Harry back in, even for a cup of tea, is a recipe for disaster. And can you blame her? Let's remember what Harry did to her. In his memoir, he painted her as a villain. He accused her of leaking stories. He accused her of leaving bodies in the street to rehabilitate her image. He attacked her character, her marriage, and her legitimacy. For Camilla, this isn't just about politics, it is personal. She knows that Harry is dangerous. She knows that he records conversations or at least remembers them well enough to sell them later. The source says Camilla fully supports Prince William's zero-tolerance, no-forgiveness policy. She is standing shoulder to shoulder with the heir. She believes that bringing Harry back would only reopen old wounds and destabilize the king's recovery. She is the protector at the gate, holding the line against the barbarian who wants to burn the castle down. But here is where the story gets complicated and frankly quite shocking. The report claims that Princess Kate holds a completely opposite view. Insiders allege that Kate has been encouraging reconciliation between Harry and King Charles regardless of Camilla's objections. The source claims that Kate has been working behind the scenes, intensifying efforts to mend the broken relationship between the father and the son. Now, why would she do this? Kate was arguably the biggest victim of Harry and Meghan's attacks, aside from the king. She was called cold. She was accused of making Meghan cry. Her name was dragged through the mud in the endgame racist royal scandal. Why would she want peace? The insider theory is that Kate is playing the long game. She is the mother of the future king. She understands the weight of history. Perhaps she sees a fractured family as a weakness that the monarchy cannot afford in the long term. Or perhaps her own brush with mortality this year, her battle with cancer, has softened her heart. When you face a life-threatening illness, grudges can seem petty. She might be thinking of Charles's peace of mind. She might be thinking, the king needs his son before it's too late. But Camilla interprets this very differently. And this is where the poisonous showdown comes in. According to the report, the disagreement boiled over into a confrontation where Camilla allegedly warned Kate that she was being naive and reckless. Those are strong words. To call the future queen reckless is a massive insult. But Camilla didn't stop there. She reportedly accused Kate of being disloyal to Prince William by not respecting his wishes. This is the nuclear accusation. We know William is done with Harry. He hates him. He feels betrayed on a level that is bone deep. If Kate is secretly pushing for a reconciliation that William opposes, that puts a wedge between the Prince and Princess of Wales. Camilla is essentially saying to Kate, why are you siding with the enemy when your own husband wants him gone? It paints a picture of a palace in turmoil. You have the king, who is weak and sentimental, wanting to see his darling boy. You have Kate, the peacemaker, trying to facilitate that. And then you have the hardliners, William and Camilla, who are screaming, don't open the door. The insider claims that Camilla's bad attitude toward Kate has been simmering throughout the year. But the Harry situation has poured gasoline on the fire. Camilla's biggest concern is the possibility of another damaging tell-all. She knows that if Harry is let back in, he gathers new material, he gets new stories, he gets Spare 2.0. She is trying to protect the institution from a man who monetizes his proximity to it. Kate, however, allegedly believes her position within the monarchy is strengthening. The source says she feels her future role as queen is drawing closer, and therefore she has the authority to step in and try to fix things. It is a flex of power. She is saying, I am the future of this family and I decide what the tone should be. This is dangerous territory. If Kate and Camilla are at war, the king is trapped in the crossfire. He relies on Camilla for his strength, but he relies on Kate for his popularity. He cannot afford to have them fighting. And what sparked this latest round of tension? It was Harry's recent maneuvering. The report notes that after a rare meeting with King Charles earlier this year, remember the 20-minute flyby visit? Kate intensified her efforts. She saw a crack in the ice and tried to widen it. This reportedly angered Camilla, who believes the talk should not be happening at all. Then came the security review. This is the catalyst. Following his meeting with the king, Prince Harry wrote to the UK Home Secretary requesting a review of his security arrangements. And guess what? The review was granted. Harry is now one step closer to getting his armed protection back. This terrifies Camilla. If Harry wins his security battle, if he gets the automatic right to armed guards, he will come back more often. He will bring the children. He will bring Meghan. He will insert himself back into the British news cycle. Camilla knows that distance is their only safety. As long as Harry feels unsafe in the UK, he stays in California. If he feels safe, he returns. And if he returns, the chaos returns. Camilla sees Kate's push for reconciliation as rolling out the red carpet for a Trojan horse. She looks at Harry and sees a snake. Kate looks at Harry and perhaps sees the sad, broken brother-in-law she used to laugh with. It is a clash of head versus heart. Camilla is using her head. Kate is using her heart. And in the ruthless Game of Thrones, using your heart can get you killed. The accusation of being disloyal to William is the one that stings the most. We know Kate is fiercely loyal to William. They are a team. But perhaps she thinks she knows what is best for him even if he doesn't see it yet. Perhaps she thinks that the anger is eating William alive and that forgiveness is the only way to heal him. But Camilla is looking at the polls. She is looking at the headlines. She knows that every time Harry opens his mouth, the monarchy suffers. She is protecting Charles's legacy. She doesn't want the king's final years to be defined by a soap opera with his wayward son. This poisonous showdown also highlights the shift in power. Camilla is the queen consort, but she is 77 years old. Kate is 42. Kate is the future. The source says Kate believes her position is strengthening. That implies she feels she can stand up to Camilla now. In the early days, she might have backed down. Now? She is the mother of the heir. She is the most popular royal. She has the capital to argue back. But is she right? Is she naive? Harry has shown us who he is. He has shown us that he will sell out anyone for a paycheck. He has shown us that he attacks the women in the family, Camilla and Kate specifically. Why would Kate want to invite that viper back into the nest? Maybe it's because she is a mother. She looks at George, Charlotte, and Louis, and she hates the idea of a family feud lasting for generations. She wants her children to know their cousins. It is a noble sentiment, but Camilla would argue it is a dangerous fantasy. The insider claims these tensions have not been independently verified, but they ring true because they align with the personalities involved. Camilla is the Rottweiler when it comes to protecting Charles. Kate is the peacemaker. William is the enforcer. And Harry is the grenade. If Harry gets his security back, which he is fighting for right now, we are going to see this conflict escalate. If he starts visiting regularly, the tension between Camilla and Kate will reach a boiling point. They will be forced to be in the same room as him. They will be forced to play happy families. And if Camilla refuses to do it, and Kate agrees to do it, the press will have a field day. The Queen snubs Harry. The princess embraces him. It splits the narrative. Ultimately, this story is a tragedy. It shows that Harry's toxic behavior has managed to infect the relationships of the people who stayed behind. He isn't just fighting them, he is making them fight each other. He has successfully driven a wedge between the king's wife and the king's daughter-in-law. That is the true power of a narcissist, to create chaos even when they aren't in the room. I tend to side with Camilla on this one. I think she has the measure of the man. She knows that you cannot negotiate with a terrorist, and Harry has held the family hostage emotionally for 4 years. Kate's heart is in the right place, but her optimism might be misplaced. You can't reconcile with someone who is still actively suing the government and hinting at more books. William's zero-tolerance policy is the only thing that makes sense. You cut the limb to save the body. If Kate is trying to reattach the limb, she risks infecting the whole system. So, as we watch the king's health updates and the security reviews, keep an eye on the dynamic between the queen and the princess. If we see them looking distant, if we see fewer joint engagements, we will know that the Harry problem has claimed another casualty, their friendship. It is a mess, and it shouldn't have come to this, to borrow a phrase from the Sussexes, but it has come to this because one man couldn't be satisfied with a life of privilege and duty. I want to know whose side you are on. Are you with Team Camilla and William, zero tolerance, keep him out, protect the king? Or are you with Team Kate, try to heal the rift, bring the family back together, be the bigger person? Is Kate being naive and reckless, or is she being a saint? And is Camilla being a protective wife, or is she being the wicked stepmother Harry described? Let me know in the comments below. This is a debate that goes to the heart of what the royal family stands for, discipline or forgiveness. I read every single comment. If you think the palace needs to stay strong against the Sussex threat, hit that like button. And subscribe to the channel for more insider intelligence on the power struggles behind the throne. Until next time, keep your eyes on the palace.